In some ways, it's actually easier when you step up to AFL. We played a game at the G and there was no one there. And that was weird.
What do you think Chris Scott does that makes them so good?
I always feel like we're a chance to win. Even if we're down 3-goal time, it's like, no, we can do this.
Did you know it was Joel's last game?
Yeah, I did.
You had a feeling? Or you got told?
No, I went to the club and he was filming something that I wasn't supposed to say. So.
All right. Well, Bewsy, thank you, mate, for jumping on. First AFL player on the podcast so far. We've had a few different people from random sports, but AFL, happy to have you on, mate. Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.
Been good.
Pleasure.
Been good. We were talking about athletics literally 5 seconds ago and how much you were involved in it, and I want to get started in that because I love talking about the journey that people get into before they reach the pinnacle of like AFL in your case. And you're involved with athletics as a young tacker.
Yep.
In a pole vault, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I originally started little athletics, just doing every event like most kids do, and then I think I got to 12 or 13. My dad was doing it, my brother was doing it, cousins were all doing pole vault, so I just thought that's what the next thing to do was. So then switched to purely pole vault after that for about 5 or 6 years, and then it got to the point with footy or athletics, it's like you got to pick one and go with it. So footy won out.
You're always playing footy as a young kid as well?
Yep. Yeah, it was good because athletics got me out of like pre-season. Yeah,
sure. Well, it kind of is pre-season.
It kind of is,
way.
yeah. But maybe with pole vault because the max you run is about 30 metres.
Yeah, true. So, and your PB was a 4.35. I could be wrong, but I was.
It was about 480.
480. I'm a bit off. That's really. Were you a national champ as a kid?
Yeah. Won a couple of them, which is good.
Really good. What is that? What are they jumping these days? It's that Sweden bloke.
Yeah, Duplantis he keeps breaking it. I think he's up to about 630-ish. More.
It's not low, that's for sure. And then there were a lot of Geelong players as well that people might not know that were involved with athletics as well. You're talking about Holmes and
Holmes. The Holmes brothers were runners, 400 metres, that kind of distance. Ollie and Jack Henry both did a lot of jumps, decathlon stuff as well. Blitzars being a 1500, I think his specialty.
Yeah. Even though most people think, I certainly thought he was a steeplechase man.
But I don't think so. I like to give him a bit of crap and say he was a steeplechaser, but no, he was about a 1500 metre runner.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who else. There's probably a couple other ones in there.
Yeah, and it certainly helps with footy, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. The way they go. If you can convert to the skills to it, it works out really well.
Yeah. So did your dad bring you through to athletics?
Yeah, Mum and Dad, or Dad did it as a kid. So I think, I'm not sure what age. We started under 8, so whatever that is. But my brother was doing it. They got him into it pretty early. I started, I think you're supposed to do like on trackers or something, but I ended up just doing an extra year, I think, at the under 8s or whatever it was. So yeah, in under 8s, up to under 12s. But yeah, Mum and Dad got us into that. Dad was doing senior athletics. Yeah. So yeah, it got to a point where I was doing both for a bit, but then it was too much, too long a day. So that's when I switched just to the pole vault. Yeah,
and that was for Guild as well, wasn't it? The clubs
Leopold Little Athletics.
Yep.
Because we were in Leopold, and then Guild
in the seniors. Yeah.
Yep.
And then you got into the footy. When was that like time where you had to choose between the footy and the athletics?
It was pretty much. Well, I did athletics right up till under. Well, it would have been footy under 18s, so Falcons, and then it got to the point where I was like entering the draft. Around that time, I was like, okay, well now I've got to decide which one I want to do. I had a letter from Athletics Australia. I've still got the letter. They were trying to say
stay.
Yeah,
really?
Come and do athletics, which it was nice to get that, but. I think I just like the team aspect of footy a bit more. And obviously, athletics, you got to fund your own journey, especially pole vault.
Correct. There's not a lot of income that's with athletics. It's more sponsorships kind of thing.
Yeah,
isn't it?
And like your poles aren't cheap either.
No.
They're probably about $1,000 a go. It becomes quite expensive versus getting paid pretty good money to do something that I enjoy doing the team. Yeah. So
who'd you play for as a kid in footy?
Leopold all through the juniors.
Were you a defender as a kid?
Midfield. A bit of everywhere. Yeah. Midfield, forward. Yeah. It wasn't until I got to Falcons under the 18s, so bottom age. That's when I kind of went back, did a bit of wing and back. Yeah. And then as soon as I got to Geelong, defender, and I've stayed there pretty much the whole time.
Was it a quick transition to defending, or were you kind of like you got the hang of it over some time, like having time in the defending area?
I think it came a bit more natural.
Yeah.
It was. Well, it's a kind of simple game back there at times.
Yeah.
You just defend your man.
Yeah.
And then that's your job.
Yeah.
So
because I go for North Melbourne. I was recently Cam Zerhar's been put in the back line, and he's been a forward his whole life.
Yep.
I was just thinking like that is a complete different concept in itself. And then for you, who is like midfield and whatever, and you're going back to defending, was it a slowish process rather than instant?
Yeah, because I kind of at Falcons, they kind of played me a bit on the wing, bit in defence, so I got a bit of it there. Yeah, and then as soon as I got to Geelong, it was like in with the back line. You're watching defending, defence edits, all that kind of stuff. So you pick it up reasonably quick. Yeah. But yeah, there was one pre-season they swung me forward. I think it saved my career because I think I was probably going to be given the arse at the end of that year.
Really?
But they put me forward, didn't work, played horrible. Played one practice game against Hawthorn in Tassie, played horrible, and then they swung me back, and then I
did well.
Yeah, had a great year.
Yeah, that's
one
good.
Of my best
years. What was the Falcons' experience like?
It was good. It was interesting. It was probably more serious than I was used to.
Yeah.
Even at times, it's more serious than what is at Geelong.
Yeah.
Which I kind of understand. They're trying to get you ready for an AFL club and get you in good habits, all that kind of stuff. But I'm a bit cruisier kind of guy. So
which seems like it suits Geelong with the way they go about things. Can you talk about the way they do, I guess, behave? They seem very like relaxed and
it's a relaxed
good work-life balance compared to many other clubs.
Yeah,
I mean, half the people on the team seem like they got farms going on and all sorts.
I must have missed that deal because I don't have a farm.
You don't have a farm.
No, I think the way that they set up the scheduling, so we're at the club most days, but we kind of go in, get our stuff done, then you can go away and do whatever you want to do. Yeah. So I think the way that they set up the weeks is great for the players. Like, we can't complain.
And does that fall on like Chris Scott in the way his say, or is it like the whole club in general? Who does that come down to?
Yeah, I think Chris has a big say in it.
Yeah.
And then they just kind of, from the top, they're just employing people that jump on board with that. But yeah, I think what we can't get carried away with as players, we got to come in and work hard, which we always do. When it's time to go, we work hard, but then you can switch off. Yeah. So that's probably what I think may set us apart from other clubs. I've only been at Geelong, so it's hard to speak for other clubs. But yeah, we when we go, we work hard, but then we let our hair down and get away and enjoy our time away from the club.
Yeah, and it seems like when new players come from their clubs, whatever they're at, and they come down to Geelong, there is that difference in the way. Like, there's a lot of players that come to Geelong and start performing better. Yeah, and they seem more relaxed. Like, I was just looking at Bailey Smith last night, when he was saying, like, he seems a lot more relaxed. Tyson Stengel hit his prime in Geelong as well. There are a lot of players, so it must always come down to that internal. Kind of way they go about it.
Yeah, I think so. And it's not like the coaches are up there demanding and forcing everyone to train hard. And like they hardly ever talk about effort. Like, that's kind of a given at AFL level. So it's just, I think when they give us a bit of rope, we want to earn their trust and keep their trust. We want to keep that going. Yeah. I know there were years that we'd go up to Gold Coast or we'd play Brisbane. They'd give us the week off and say you can stay in, do whatever you want. Yeah.
Which gives you that freedom as well.
Yeah. So you it's good because you get the break, but then you're like, I don't want to let these coaches down. Yeah. And screw this up. Like, I want to keep doing this. Yeah. So yeah, it's an interesting one. We did it in Perth once. We stayed there for a week, and they're like, let's make sure we have a good game, win well, so then we can continue to do this. Yeah. So yeah, they do dangle the carrot, but yeah, it is up to the players to
and I'm assuming there haven't been any issues in the way the players not really like they don't really get up to like no good. They do what they're allowed to.
It probably helps that most of the team's a bit older.
Yeah.
So they've got kids and they've got responsibilities, which would help. I can't speak for other clubs, but I think we're a bit of a mature group.
And was it always like when you were first drafted? Was it always like that? It's been like that for your whole journey.
Pretty much, yeah.
So we go to like 2011, which was when you were drafted.
End of 11, yeah.
End of 11. Did you have a feeling you would have been picked?
I was actually chatting to Dad about this the other week because I was a bit naive and I was just playing footy because I loved it.
Yeah.
Played with my mates, that kind of thing. And then I played 3 VFL games while I was at Falcons.
Yep.
I think you're allowed to play 3. And I didn't, to be honest, think much of that. I was like, oh, this is cool. I get to play some VFL games.
And what was that like?
It was good. Yeah, I played with Cam Mooney, so that was pretty good. I remember I kicked one to him, he led out of full forward and I missed him by a mile. It went over his head and went through the goals. But then they called it back as a push in the back or something.
Close.
But, yeah, he was like, I can say I've played with him. I'm pretty sure Favola played for Casey.
Right.
And we played them one game.
It's weird seeing those names in the VFL. What were they doing at the time?
Don't know.
Mustn't have been in form, maybe.
Yeah, it'd be something like that, yeah. But I remember seeing his name and was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay away
from him. That is intimidating.
Yeah.
Because you were playing on him, like dead set? Like
not
on him? Or just
on him. He's too big for me. And I was a skinny boy. But
at the time.
Yeah,
who were you on?
Couldn't tell you.
Nah, yeah. Not
Too long
relevant.
Ago. Too
not
long
relevant.
ago.
So Mooney was playing for Geelong in the VFL?
Yep.
And then,
that was his last year.
And then it was Fev for Casey.
Yep. I don't know who else was there. Actually, like I said, I was a bit naive, so I just kind of was playing footy.
Yeah.
And then Neil Barm was the head of football at Geelong.
Right.
And he called us in for a meeting, and I just thought, oh, this is cool. Just going to chat with them, and they're like, yep, we're going to pick you up if you're available. They said, I can't remember the way they worded it. They basically said, if you're still there at the end, like if no other club bids for you, we're going to pick you up.
Yeah.
He goes, then they're like, we don't think anyone else is going to pick you up, but if they do, they'll have you.
Yeah.
We're not going to bid for you.
But you have always wanted Geelong.
Yeah, I actually went for Brisbane growing up.
Okay.
Because Dad was at Brizzy when I was born, pretty much.
Yeah. So is that who you followed as a kid?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, I was a Brizzy boy. So, but in saying that.
And you were living up there?
We lived up there for 5 years.
Yeah.
And then he moved back. We moved back in 98.
Yeah.
And then we were at Leopold and Geelong for the rest of my time.
So in 2011, you were hoping technically you wanted Brizzy, or?
Well, I was just
any club.
I was like any kid. I was like, I'll just play for any club.
Yeah.
It didn't really worry me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went to this meeting and they said they'll pick me up. They said, yeah, if someone bids for you, they can have you pretty much. But they said, good news is you're going to get picked up.
Yeah, that's good. And then when you did get picked up, what's the process like that following year? Like from then until that following year, like. Do you hang around the club a lot, or what's the go there?
Yeah, so I was doing one session a week.
Yep.
I was doing a bit of work in the recruiting, actually.
What does that consist of?
I was just looking at vision of players and putting together packages and helping them. So I was doing...
It's like the brains of the operation.
Yeah, so one day a week I was doing that kind of already. And then, that happened. So then that day turned into like a training session. So then I'd go out and do some stuff on the side with some of the development coaches.
Yeah.
And then, it got to when they said that, the training definitely ramped up. I started using the gym a bit.
Yeah.
And then because they'd already said that, and I think the father-son bidding stuff happens a bit earlier.
Yeah.
So I found out the name. They're like, yep, we're going to take you, blah, blah, blah. So no one else bidded, so Geelong got me. And then I was just pretty much training. I just jumped straight in with all the academy young guys. Got to go to a camp to Falls Creek with the young guys. So this is like before the draft. And the draft it was a non-event really. I was just sitting on the couch and eventually I just picked 86 or something. They're like, Jed Bews. I'm like,
it was
sweet.
86, yeah.
Yep. And then the next day I just went to train like I'd been doing. Yeah,
so that Falls Creek, was that an organised thing that the club put together?
Yeah, so they, back when we did footy camps, we did Falls Creek that year. So, technically wasn't on the list yet, but I went to that one. And then we did Falls Creek the year after, maybe then like a Coffs Harbour. And then that might have been the last one. But
and the point of them is what, to
a bit
connect?
Of bonding and training at a different location and more the bonding.
Do they still do them these days?
Nah, not really. Probably money.
Yeah, true.
Because it comes out of your footy department. What's it called? The soft cap.
Yep.
So that's probably
just manage that.
Almost someone's wage there.
Yeah.
unfortunately, because I loved them. Like,
Yeah.
it was a good time to get to know each other, and especially when people have families and stuff like that. Like, it's good just to get away together and do something that's just a bit out of the ordinary.
Yeah. And then you debuted in 2014.
Yeah.
Against Freo.
Against Freo over there.
Over there. What was that experience like? What were you expecting?
It was good. It was awesome.
Yeah.
You
were with some stars of the game at the time as well.
Yeah. I think I was ready. Like, I was a bit annoyed. The year before, Nigel Lappin told me after, like, I was playing VFL, rolled an ankle in the warm-up on Travi Varco, and then that next week, Nigel goes, this is not going to help you, but you were going to play next week.
So you had to wait.
So I missed 3 weeks with an ankle, and then the team kind of got settled for finals. So they, try again next year. Yeah. So the next year rolled round. I can't remember what round I actually played.
I think it was round 9.
Round 9, yep. And I think we had a bye the week before, so Scotty told me on the Tuesday, so I had like 2 weeks to kind of think about it, I guess. Yeah. But by that point, I'd been playing good VFL footy. I was nervous when I ran out, but I knew I was ready. Yeah. Yep. So, round 9, flew over there. Mum and Dad flew over. It was Pavlich's milestone. I can't remember what it was. Maybe a 200.
Yep.
So
you didn't have to line up against him, I hope.
Nah. I remember bumping him at one point, and the crowd were just ripping into me.
Oh, yeah.
Like, who are you, 24? And like, well, no one. This is my first game.
That's right.
But it was fun. Ran around like a headless chook first 5 minutes. I wanted to come off.
How long did it take you to settle into the game?
That game?
Yeah.
Probably only...
Not long.
Not too long, no. It was just the first bit. You get excited.
Yeah,
my
definitely.
first touch, I tried to step someone and kick one side of 50 on my left. Like, I was just running around like a headless chook. Yeah. But then once you kind of get set, I'm like, all right,
you get used to
now let's do my job. I was playing on Ballantyne, so...
That's not easy.
Yeah.
He's sneaky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a very good player.
So did you know you were going to be... You would have known you would be on him.
Yep.
Did you do any research on him before? Get anyone telling you, Because you can't... Surely... Really tricky just to walk into the game without knowing anything.
Yeah, no, we jump on the computers and I'll watch these last 3 or 4 weeks and just see what he does, how he gets his touches, how he kicks his goals, and then just work out a plan in my head how to counter that.
You did all right that game? How'd you go?
I think I went all right. I can't remember.
No. Yeah,
let's just say I went really well.
You kept him to 0. Had 2 touches. That's all right for Valentine.
Yeah.
No, that's good. And then did you win the game? I'm assuming no, not quite.
No, they jumped us at the start.
Freo 2014, they were quality, weren't they? I think they made the granny. No, did they?
They
2013, they might have made the granny, I think.
Yeah. They were good. Yeah, I know they were very good.
Side at the time. Yeah.
Yep. And I was lucky that, because back then there was only maybe like 2 or 3 match footies because there was no bucket sitting behind.
Yeah.
And I was lucky enough to get one of the game balls.
Really?
Which is nice. So
that's good.
All the boys that played signed that. So yeah,
still got it at home.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
It's framed.
Yeah.
Yep.
And was that at the time? Was that at what do they call that stadium? Domain? Was it Domain?
Nah. I might have been called Domain at one point.
Or
was
it Subi?
Is it Subi?
Subi.
I reckon it was Subi.
Yeah. Because obviously it wasn't Optus.
Yeah, it's now.
But was it a packed crowd at the time?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
They all came down.
Yeah. Not for me. But it was still nice. I remember running out. It was one of the best experiences I've ever had.
Yeah. Yep. And was that... were there a lot of similarities between the VFL and the AFL to an extent in the way that game... In the way... I guess with anything that occurs.
In some ways.
Yeah.
In some ways it's actually easier when you step up to AFL.
Yeah.
Because I guess the skill level... As a defender, you can read the game a lot better.
Yeah, it's not all like going this way, that way.
Yeah, you can expect it. He's gonna kick that to there, then that. So you can start planning. VFL is a bit more,
jagged.
Yeah. They're just with the skill levels, not quite as good. So
is it a lot quicker though? The AFL to the VFL?
Yeah,
a lot quicker.
Yeah.
And was that a challenge?
Early on, yeah. You just got to make quicker decisions and be ready.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And then, did you play most of the games after that in that year?
I think I played, maybe like 7 or 8 that year. I think towards the end of the year, similar to the year before, they were getting their squad ready to lock in for finals. And it was like, right, we've got some games in.
It's the thing with the Cats, don't they? They just make a final every year.
Yeah.
So it's hard to to keep that spot, isn't it? Like anyone could be on the chopping block each year. What do you think Chris Scott does that makes them so good? Why? How are they making finals this?
It's good. I was thinking about this the other day. Yeah, I don't know the answer. Yeah. I think, the way the game plan evolves, like this year we're playing a much more aggressive handball style. Yeah. So that hasn't been there.
Yeah.
It can be difficult when we do that as defenders because we want to stop goals, and if it's all out attack, it can be hard. But so it's just finding the balance of attack and defence. But I think the way he just evolves the game plan and trusts his players, and even like what he does with Danger, putting him forward.
Yeah.
He's still got a quality guy, not in the midfield.
He still attacks it as hard as he always does.
Yeah, yep. So the way he kind of manages the older guys is it works. Yeah, which is good. Yeah. But to answer your question, I don't know. Yeah. But it's nice.
Well, I can't believe it because he still cops some criticism and I can't wrap my head around it. I guess everyone does when you are like as good as you are, everyone's going to have something to say, but I can't wrap my head around how people still don't think he's a quality coach, even though he's probably taken you to a final almost every year that he's been there.
Yeah, I think maybe 2 years since I've been there. Yeah. We haven't made finals, which
is unbelievable.
Great, yeah.
It's designed for good teams to fall off. Yeah. But he's just kept them there.
Yeah. I think like us, Sydney, Hawthorn have kind of come back a bit, but I think Geelong and Sydney are the two that have kind of just maintained
been there for quite some time. Your dad Andrew obviously was a gun player. You're number 24. He was 27. Was he 27?
He was 27. Yeah.
Did you have a choice with getting that, or?
No, not really. Stokesy had 27.
He had 27.
He offered it to me, and I was like, because he was a premiership player in that number. I was like, like to me, it's just a number.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like,
there was no
get my own, make it my own. Yeah. So that was my thought behind it.
That's good. And what was it like growing up with a dad who was obviously a gun footy player, hanging around the club? I'm assuming you would have been around the club a little bit.
A little bit, but like I said, I was a Brisbane supporter, so I definitely go to those games. Yeah. But because he played at Brizzy too, he knew people, I guess, at the club there. Yeah. So I remember sneaking in the rooms against when Brizzy played down here. But
what year did he start to finish up?
He finished up 98.
So that was right before their
so you could claim that he set them up.
Yeah, he set them up, that's right. But was he would have been playing with those gun players too in that time, was he?
Yeah, he played with the Scots, Nige.
Was Ackermanis around then?
Acker. Dad was his bit of mentor at times. Yeah. Which he found tough at. Zach is Acker. He's a bit.
He's a larrikin.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. So Dad spent a bit of time with him. All those guys. Lukey Power was there. I can't remember the rest of them, but it's getting a bit.
Because he captained Geelong, didn't he, for a period of time?
Yep.
And he's now got his gym. We were talking about that. He's got a gym set up.
He's pretty fit, the old boy. Yeah. He for 60 plus, he's ripped.
Is he still hanging around the club? Nah.
He's never one to hang around or anything like that. That's probably one thing I loved growing up. He did coach me under 14s. That's probably the closest he's been to my football. Yeah. But then since then, it's just like those coaches are employed. Let's just trust them. Yeah. And he doesn't really stick his nose in. I was going to say early on, he was great sounding board for me. So he's been through everything that I've been through. Yeah. So I'd go to him and would catch up once a week, have a coffee, and just go through anything that I'm thinking about. Yeah. But it would never be him coming to me saying, you need to do this, do that, think about that.
So good. Yeah. So good. So there wouldn't be, was there any pressure, obviously, with your dad captaining the club for Geelong? You've now got the 24 jersey. Was there pressure in the way you had to perform? Obviously, your dad seems like he obviously couldn't care, but from the public.
Well, if there was, I never felt it.
Yeah, that's good.
So it was mum and dad, the people I care about, they're all just right for me to be there. Yeah. And I wanted to play one game. That was my aim when I got there.
Yeah, you got 175, something like that?
Yeah, so a few more, which is nice. Yeah. But you kind of play that first game, then you go, all right, I want to get 5 games, then 10 games. Because let's get to 50.
Yeah, it would be easy to fall into the speculation around that. So it's amazing that you didn't, which is good.
Yeah. The other thing is there probably wasn't as much social media back then.
True.
As there is now.
True.
So it's quite easy to walk out the club and almost forget about footy completely.
Yeah.
So that part probably was good.
Yeah. Has your dad given you any piece of advice that stuck with you that you still keep today? Or?
Nah, nothing that I can think of the top of my head. But
there's lots of little things.
Exactly right. Little things that, what do you think about this?
Yeah.
And like, I know the answer, but I just kind of want him to confirm it. And sometimes he'll go against it and be like, no, what about this? Like, oh, okay, yep, let's go that way. But yeah, I trust him with his opinion.
Yeah. When you walked to the club, did you have anyone you lent on?
We did have like a little buddy system. So I had Joshy Hunt. So he was, we just go out for coffees every now and then. And because I was going to be playing a similar role to what he was doing. But even still, it wasn't heaps, like it wasn't really footy based. That was more just to see how you're going. A few little pointers at training here and there. But they have the academy program at Geelong where first or third year, you're smashed with extra meetings and I guess just learning the game plan. They want to kind of fast track you as young kids, which I think works really well. And after the third year, you're out and you're kind of free to do what you want. But in that 3 years, they kind of give you all the tools and say, try everything, all the recovery, and work out what works for you. Because we even say to some blokes when they get in the club, like, you know, Jeremy Cameron's a good example. Like, if you watch him train and that, you'd probably be like, what's going on here? But then he goes out and kicks 10 goals.
He's unbelievable, isn't he? Like, I love his attitude towards the game. I love relaxed players that don't take it too seriously, and he's the definition of that. Like, all of his press conferences and interviews and that, he just loves having a joke, and he plays like a gun. Like, it is so good.
But that can be a bad thing for a young guy going in. Goes, I've just got to
be relaxed,
cruise around. Where some of them need a bit of a kick up the bum. Like, no, like. You can do that, or you get to do that after you've done all the body of work. So, but that's what they do in the first 3 years. They just like they kind of smash you with all the info and give you everything, and then after that you work out. Like, I don't love ice baths, I never have, so I probably can't remember the last time I was in one. Because that was one thing. Like, I'd rather go sit in the spa. I feel nicer. But that was just for me.
That's fair enough. And you can still recover avoiding certain things. You can still recover properly. What does the general week look like for you if you for AFL? How did Geelong go about? Do they have certain things they want you to do and then?
Yeah, so 2 days after is our recovery day. So tomorrow we'll go in, do a couple of laps, some strides and some light weights just to get the body moving. Then we do, it always depends on the break. So if it's like a 7-day break is like your standard. You'll have a craft session and then a main session, day off, captain's run, play. If it's a shorter break, they might take out they might kind of combine a skills and main. So it's just a one session in the week, but a bit more than a craft session, but not quite a full main. And if it's a longer break, like say if there's a week off, we'll probably just do a session on that weekend and treat it like our game day, and then just roll into the standard week post that. So they plan it all in advance. But yeah, that's the basic.
So with the bye, that's kind of like you'll have. Like, what, 2 weeks? Like, you have a week off, but then it'll be a fair time between
this year
games.
it's like a Thursday game, then a week off, and then it might be a Saturday, but like that's a huge break. We'll play the Thursday. We've actually got from say Thursday to Monday or Tuesday off. So go away, and then they'll just get us in, do a light week that week. Maybe have kind of a game on Saturday, but just a bigger session. And then that following week they'll just go back to a normal week. We'll probably even do a recovery day like we normally would, and then main skills, main day off, and then
with the day off, it's just do you just live life kind of thing? Nothing, no
whatever,
training needed.
Nah, so some guys study, some guys might do some part-time work, some guys just do nothing, sit around, play PlayStation, whatever you want to do, really.
It's interesting, and all clubs would be different, I'm assuming. Kind of. I mean, similar, but not fully the same.
No.
What was I going to say with the COVID era when you were playing in 2020. Obviously, that was completely different. I think it was 17 games.
Yeah.
You played for the season, like just in general, the clubs, and you were in this bubble. And whatever. Can you explain what all this was about? I remember at the time it just seemed really strange. How did you guys cope with that? What was the go there?
It was strange.
Yeah.
I remember we played a game in Geelong, and we were told we're leaving on the Monday. So then the day of the game, they said, "Oh, actually, we're going to leave on the Sunday." And then I think we played the game, had a meeting after, like, we're going to leave tomorrow now.
You're right.
And we'll only be gone for 28 days. I think it was written down.
Right.
And it won't be anything more. I got sweet. So then we flew to Sydney, played there against Brisbane, then had to fly to Perth, quarantined for 2 weeks, played a couple of games there. Then we flew to Queensland, where we finally kind of got settled. Like we knew that was going to be our base. So there's a lot of unknown stuff going on. For me, it was fine. Like I actually enjoyed it because we were training less, playing more, traveling with my mates, playing footy. Like,
that's what you want.
Yeah. It was kind of the best situation for me.
Yeah.
Different for guys that have kids, family, all that kind of stuff. Like, I understand that their perspective would have been different.
Did they go with them? Their family came up with them, or did they?
They ended up coming up to Queensland.
Yeah.
So they organised whatever. They had to fly up, quarantine in a different hotel for 2 weeks, and then they joined us in our hotel. So yeah, they come up, which I think made a lot of the players a lot happier and partners happier. So that helped. But yeah, for a few of us young guys that were single, didn't have a family,
it was easy. It was pretty good.
It was quite easy. Yeah, we just played footy.
And there were no crowds as well at the time. Was that weird? Was that fun? What was that
weird.
like?
I got to ask in the interview, like, how are you going to go with no crowds? I'm like, I've played plenty of VFL footy. It's the same. Like,
is it echoey? Because you're in a stadium and no one around.
Yeah.
Like, it would be echoey. I remember hearing it on the TV. You hear everything, and some of it can be quite funny.
Yep.
But it would be like in the stadium at the time.
Yeah, it's strange. Like, we played a game at the G and there was no one there.
Oh,
that
crazy.
was weird.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yep. But you kind of get used to it.
Yeah.
And then once we got to Brizzy, the crowds were back and it was as normal as could be at the time.
Yeah. And you got to the grand final. That was...
Yeah.
Can you talk us about that game?
Yeah. Like, it was...
Good start. You had a good...
Yeah.
Gave yourself every chance.
Yeah. Like, the whole build-up was great. Because we hadn't been in a grand final. We didn't know about, what the parade would be like.
Yeah. Cause, what was the parade like?
There was none.
There was none.
We didn't know what we were missing.
Yeah.
Yep. The coolest thing, we got a police escort from Gold Coast up to the Brizzy game. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's probably the highlight of the day,
like a secret service.
Yeah. Because the game didn't pan out the way we would have liked. But it was, at the time, like, it was still exciting. Yeah. Even though we lost, I'm like, well, I've played in a grand final now. Yeah. I was chatting to Lawson Humphreys the other day, and he was saying that about last year's. So they were like, I know we didn't win, but it was still awesome fun. I'm like, that was what I felt in the Brizzy, that one.
Did it make 2022 feel really different because there was a parade and there was...
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. And having, like, when we were up in the bubble, you kind of hear about Geelong going crazy and everyone pumped up for that. But, that time everyone was locked in the house and it was a different excitement. Yeah. Whereas when, fast forward to the year we won it, it was... you could actually see and feel it. You walk down the street and it was buzzing. Yeah. So...
which one did you prefer?
Being back in Geelong and doing the parade.
The buzz,
and
all that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What did Chris Scott and how did you guys respond to the 2020 grand final? Like, when you've lost it, obviously you could almost sniff it. Yeah. How did he respond to the players? Yeah, well,
it was interesting. Like, we were obviously flat. We debriefed that one about how we can do it better. And then it's funny though, because you just got to move on. Like,
can't dwell.
If you keep dwelling on that, like, it can leak into, say, the first 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Whereas it's like, let's just quickly debrief, get some points out of it. They would have done that behind the scenes, by the way. Like, they would have dissected the whole game and worked out. But then to us players, they just said, let's just go after this, move on. Because everyone starts again come round one. You don't automatically go back to finals. You got to go back square one, qualify. So it was just about getting back to work. But then that year, we got smoked in the wasn't the prelim Melbourne?
In 2021.
21.
Yeah, they ended up winning it.
Yeah, we got smoked in the prelim by Melbourne, and it was more.
There's been a few prelims that Geelong have been in.
Well, that year, that's what we went travelling. Me, Blitz, Jack Henry. There's a few of us that went up, and I remember we were just like that was our chance.
Yeah.
Like we've cooked it now. We missed the 2020.
Yeah.
We've been beaten by 80 points in a prelim, so we kind of thought that we'd missed the boat. But yeah, somehow we've come back.
2022.
Yeah.
We can go to 2022.
Yeah, that was much better year.
Did you have, I know, we're going to a positive side. Did you have any funny stories? I remember I heard one about Joel Selwood, something about forgetting I don't even know. He had a weird story. I can't even remember.
He's got a few.
Did you have any stories from that day that you remember that?
The grand final day?
Yeah, grand final day.
Just the elevators breaking. That was probably the only thing that went wrong.
Actually, I remember that too.
Yeah. The text came out, don't take the elevators. So sweet. So we had to walk down the set of stairs. Yeah. But I think maybe Izzy got stuck.
Yeah. He was Norm Smith, wasn't he, that day?
Yeah. So it was weird. Like that was the only thing that went wrong for weeks, really.
And the preparation for that. So, like on that grand final day before the game, was there anything different? Or was it all the same?
No, it's a lot different because you got to you got the parade. We stayed in Melbourne. Well, some blokes went back to Geelong, stayed, and then drove up for the game. But so we had to come up. We came up. Did we stay the night before as well? Maybe we stayed the 2 nights for the parade, and then.
Because the parade is a day before, isn't it?
Yeah,
the day before, and it was on. Was it on the river?
We did it on the river, yeah.
Was that the first year that was different?
Yeah. There was a mixture of it, but for us as players, it was fun.
Yeah.
But we just.
And then have they brought it back, or has it always been on the river? I can't even remember.
I don't know. I know. Yeah, it wasn't well received.
No, it wasn't at all.
No, we just did the car.
The car.
Yep.
Yeah. And was Chris Scott in the dressing rooms before the game? That was all the same. There was no difference with that.
All the same. There was a bit of
change.
I wanted to sneak up and watch.
Well, yeah, Robbie. Can you hear it from the?
You can hear it. We had it on the TV, but because our meeting, the timing didn't work, so I was just going to duck up and have a quick look.
It was a good show.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I think a lot of people did.
Yeah. You did
you?
Well.
You didn't see any of it then because you were under.
No.
Yeah.
But no, everything else. Yeah, apart from like the logistics of getting to Melbourne, the bus, staying in Melbourne, but yeah, everything else was pretty much the same.
Did you know it was Joel's last game?
Yeah, I did.
You had a feeling? Or you got told?
No, I went to the club and he was filming something that I wasn't supposed to see. So
did he really?
I was like,
get out.
He goes, maybe just keep this one to yourself for a bit. So I'm like,
was it a video that showed the club? Or
I'm not sure what it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know. I think he filmed that after the grand final. No, when did he announce it?
I'm not sure. Well, it wasn't actually announced. I just remember he kicked that goal in the last quarter.
Yeah, I don't think...
And then there was like that emotional...
Yeah, I'm not sure I knew...
People had a feeling.
Yeah, but I know I definitely saw an interview at some point. I was like, oh. I didn't see anything and just like...
Oh, that's great. I'm trying to remember exactly how that game panned out, but I knew you blew me out of the park. But when was the moment when you knew you were going to win it? For me...
I wasn't, because at halftime we were in a commanding spot, but I was not getting too excited. No. And then I think we kicked maybe the second goal of the third quarter, and I was jogging back, and I think Zach Guthrie or something was trying to be all serious. I was like, mate, we're winning this. Yeah. We've got this. Yeah. And he's like, oh, and it was all the realisation. I was like, shit, yeah, we're going to win this. Yeah.
Obviously, was it the loudest crowd you've ever been in, or has there been in terms of atmosphere?
That's a good question. It's a different crowd at AFL Grand Final because it's a lot of corporates, whereas like the prelims, I think,
they're proper
are
fans.
More for the fans, and they're the bigger crowds. Like that one same year against Collingwood qualifying. Yeah.
Oh, that was a good game.
Like that was probably one of the best games I've been a part of.
A kick.
Yeah.
That was a great game.
Yeah. Yep. So that one. A couple we've had, I think we had one against Richmond, like Richmond at the G finals, like huge.
Yeah. Because I guess all these corporate people, they're neutral. They don't really care.
Exactly right.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
There's a lot of speculation as well about, how like the percentage is a lot of corporate in the grand final.
Yep.
But I mean,
unfortunately, it comes down to money.
Correct. Yeah.
But the prelims are unbelievable because it's the fans and they're loud because it's do or die. So it's really exciting the prelims.
And then you won the 2022 Granny, and can you remember much of it after the game?
Yep. Yeah, we went back.
What did Scott say to you after you won?
Well, it was funny to watch him because we went out to the stage out on the park up next to the ground and did all his presentation. He went through every player and got up on stage and it was good to see.
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah, and I remember on the Sunday Footy show, you came back to St Mary's ground or wherever it was.
Yeah, we did like a family day kind of. Yeah.
Yep. And Billy Brownless went around doing like some roaming Brian. Did he ask you any questions? I remember he went to Holmesy and gave him.
Yeah, that was a bit awkward. That one.
Yeah, I know. I felt really bad for the bloke.
Yeah.
But that day, what was that day like?
That was awesome.
That family day.
Yeah,
as well?
that was a day because we got got to see the fans and all that, but then we also had that room for us just to enjoy each other's company.
Yeah.
Friends, family, close friends and family were in there. And then we went on to a couple of pubs in Geelong and it was end up being a long day. But it was,
how long did you guys celebrate for? Like,
it was busy because then we had another parade through Geelong in the cars. We had a signing day and then I think Thursday was our best and fairest. So like,
oh wow,
it was there was no stopping.
Wow, yeah.
And then on the Friday I went in and had shoulder surgery. So it was
What was the go there?
I just needed to clean up.
Oh. Was that from the granny? You took a knock or?
Nah, I'd had a few.
Right.
I'd already had it operated on once, and then it kept hurting it. So they're like, "Oh, we'll tighten up the ligaments." So we kind of penciled it in each week, and like, "Oh, we'll just do it on the Friday," and then so it was. Yeah.
There was non-stop for you.
Yep. And then I could just relax after that.
And then what about the Mad Monday? What year was the one where you're all dressing up as old people?
I think it was that one.
Was that
yeah.
Right. Was that also...
That was in that
period,
week as well? So that might have been the Monday.
Yeah. What was that like?
That was good fun.
It was good.
Yeah.
It looks good from the...
Yep. Yeah. There was a lot of...
What do you guys do in that? Like, so you... Like, where do you go? Like, what's...
We change it up slightly. We always start down in the waterfront.
Yeah.
Have breakfast there together.
Yeah.
We give all the trainers, we give them a bit of cash for their day just to say thank you.
Yeah.
And then we jump on the bus and we go out. I think that year we went out to Reese's farm.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, I think we went out there and just kind of spent the day just doing different activities and just spending time together.
Yeah.
Had a bit of a bonfire and that, and then got a bus back to town somewhere. We've been to Sporting Globe a few times.
Oh, yeah. There would have been heaps of people coming and following you, I'm assuming.
Well, no one... Because it's
people are working,
yeah,
maybe.
No one really knows. Yeah. And
maybe just get the degenerates that don't work on a Monday just following you.
Well, I don't know where we're going, so you'd be doing well, because most of the places are just like closed off for us.
Yeah. Have you had... What's the weirdest interaction you've had with someone?
Weirdest?
Well, even if it's like at the footy or something. Have you seen... Because there'd be some weirdos there.
There's plenty of weird, plenty of weird stuff. I remember in Tassie, not so much weird, but this bloke pretty much threw his kid at me, like to get a photo, and it was like a baby, and it just went off, was bawling its eyes out, and I'm like trying, and the photo was just horrible. Like, the kid's just crying. I was like, "What are you doing?" But there's plenty of like weird stuff there, but I just top of my head, I can't remember.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming you're all like Catman's obviously the face of the Cats fans. You all probably love him. He's got some good attire that he's got going on.
Yeah.
He wears some interesting stuff. Seems like
the makeup.
Yeah,
a lot of effort.
He loves it.
A lot of effort.
He loves it. I've been to a couple of Cats games, and hard to miss him. I tell you what, he's certainly vocal.
We've got some great fans.
Yeah.
Like Teach and the crew that what are they called? The cheer squad. The cheer squad members, like all of them, like they're great. Yeah, and they pop into the cafe and have a quick chat every now and then, which is good.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Teach actually, like bought my lunch the other day because my card wasn't working.
Oh,
so now I've got to get him lunch.
Get him back.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got some good fans.
Yeah, yeah. What's your favourite ground to play at?
I think the MCG, like 90,000+.
Is it a lot? Obviously, you guys play it a lot, and you get a bit unlucky because you have to host some as a home ground at the G.
Yep.
So you do play it a fair bit. Do you notice? Obviously Geelong's narrow, and you got the G that's the biggest in the country.
Yeah.
Is there that big difference that you notice in the way you have to play?
Yeah. There's just lots more space.
Yeah.
Especially as defenders when you're trying to defend the opposition. There's just so much pockets for short kicks and that open up.
And the week that you lead up to the game that's not in Geelong, do you have to kind of train to the dimensions of the ground you play at?
At Deakin, where we train sometimes,
Yeah.
that's MCG.
That's MCG.
So if there's important games coming up, we'll do our main session out there. And just so you get a good gauge of exactly how far you've got.
Yeah.
Because it's a fair bit wider than GMHBA. Yeah. So it's, I don't know how many metres, but it's a fair chunk that you've got to be ready for it, because you get on the G and all of a sudden they start finding all this space. You're like, what are we doing?
What about the stadium you can't stand?
There's none. No, I've got
none.
Got none. Maybe.
What about I don't know. What about the harshest fans?
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I don't have a ground, but like
the fans.
Adelaide's interesting.
Oh yeah, they're different breed.
Yep.
Port Adelaide, or both of them, kinda.
Probably, maybe more Port. I
feel like they're a bit rougher, maybe.
Yeah. We always seem to have physical games against them. I know my first game, Freo, they were crazy.
Milestone, same.
They were just going off.
Give them a nudge and they're all over you.
But so probably those two.
Yeah.
Adelaide's always interesting, but it's nice when you win because you're nice and quiet.
Yeah, well, my club haven't won at all at that stadium before. So
really,
20 games they've played, they've never won in Adelaide.
They're coming up to it, surely.
Yeah, surely. Well, we played last week, and actually, I'll mention this. So we lost by obviously 60 odd points or whatever, and they were down by about that margin at half time. You wouldn't be in that position too often, but what do you possibly do as a club when you're down by heaps at half time or at a break? What can you possibly do?
It's depends on what break. If it's 3/4 time and you definitely know you're not going to win. I've only played, I reckon, in 2, maybe 3 games at Geelong that have been like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
One of them was that prelim against Melbourne. Like, we knew at 3/4 time. So I think it's just about, for that, it's like, let's just finish the way we're, like, let's not do anything stupid or like, let's just try and finish off the best we can.
At least break even in that in the
just
quarter,
at least
maybe.
You can walk off. Well, we didn't drop our bundle.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's tough. I reckon Sydney beat us one other time up there, and I think it was weird because most games I'm always...
You wouldn't be used to it.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I always feel like we're a chance to win. Even if we're down a 3-4 time, it's like, no, we can do this. So it is a strange one when you're like, we actually can't.
Yeah.
So it's just about, just trying to finish it on a high if you can.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Can you date back to a favourite game that you've ever played in?
Apart
from the granny?
Yeah, probably the Collingwood.
The prelim.
I think it was the semi, the first final.
Oh, the qualifying
final, yeah.
True.
Yeah, we played... Yeah, that was probably the best one.
Yeah.
Gary Rowan takes the mark.
It was just a good
60.
game all for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, there was no domination by either team.
No. It was just tight. And, you felt like if you made a mistake, it could cost the game.
Yeah.
Which is scary, but
playing, like, they were... When Craig McRae came in, they were like a really ominous side.
Yep.
The way they played.
Yeah.
Really exciting to watch.
Yep. Yeah, it was good to be part of it. And when you win, it's even better. But I think even as a Collingwood players, they would still thought that was a great game to be a part of.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And do you have much to do with the other players, the opponents after the game?
Not heaps. Like, guys that have left Geelong and are at other clubs, I chat to them. Like, in the twos on the weekend, Joel Hamlin was playing for Sydney. Yeah. And we'll text each other before the game.
Yeah.
Link McCarthy, I try and catch up with him up
true.
in Brizzy.
Yeah.
Any ex-players that are interstate, always try and catch up with them. But yeah, being in Geelong, we're kind of out of that Melbourne bubble, so you don't... It's not like you're go down to the pub and there's a couple of the boys there. Like,
yeah, that's right.
So it kind of separates us a little bit in that way.
Yeah. Obviously, Geelong have been a gun team for however many years. You you've been in the VFL last week, weren't you?
Yeah.
And you played well. You did well.
Yeah.
What's it like? Because obviously Geelong at the moment are such a hard team to break into because there's nothing they're doing wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what you have to prove to get back into the side. But where are you at mentally? What do you think you need to do to get back in?
Because good question.
Like, that's really it's such a hard position to be in.
Yeah.
If you were in like a North Melbourne team, you'd be captain. Like for Geelong.
Yeah, it's a hard team to break into.
It's tough to be a Geelong player in some circumstances.
And like, I'm not the only one. There's George Stevens, Mitch Nevitt. Like they're probably starting at other clubs. Like
exactly.
They're going real well. Reece Stanley, he's similar position.
Yeah.
So I think the good thing for us though, like our VFL, we're top of the ladder, so we're going well.
Yeah.
It'd be a different story if the VFL wasn't going so well.
Yeah.
It would make things a lot harder, but winning and the guys that are down there are great fellas. So it is enjoyable to go back and play there. I think I've got game 100 coming up next week actually. So I've played a fair chunk of VFL. But it is enjoyable. It can be tough at times, but I'm probably also a bit older now that it's not as bad for me. Yeah. I've had a great career. I'm still bust my ass and I'm going to try and get myself back in there. But I have had a good career.
And stable for quite some time as well.
Yeah,
like you've been in the side, but this is the first time for a while where I guess you've been in the VFL and it's hard to break in because they're just such a quality side. There's not much you can do.
Yeah. It's just waiting.
Yeah.
It could be an injury. It could be form, but yeah.
Yeah. There was a lot of people said 2025, Granny. A lot of people thinking you should have been in that side.
Yeah.
What do you say to that?
Oh, I
obviously
agree.
Can't do anything now. Yeah.
I think, hindsight's a funny thing though. Like, Charlie plays well, so it's an easy one to say, I should have been in. But, it would have been nice getting in. When Stu went down, I was like, well, horrible for him. But I'm like, well, maybe there's a chance there. Unfortunately, they went a different way. And
then Jezza did his arm or something too.
Yeah, yep. He snapped his arm.
Not a lot went right.
No. And Brisbane are good. Like, they're always going to change the way they play. Like, when you lose to a team 2 weeks before, you're not going to roll out the same thing. So, they changed it up beautifully. All their coaching moves worked perfectly. We had a few injuries and things that just didn't go our way. But, it would have been nice to sneak in the team. But,
Where were you at the time?
I actually watched the game with my parents. Dad's a life member, so he was in a function room and I kind of just walked in and...
Oh, you were at the stadium?
Yeah. I was still emergency, so...
Yeah, in case...
I still had to do the parade and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But I snuck over and just walked past security and said I was doing a function and just went in with my parents and just watched it with all that crew.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. Looking back, I wonder what would have happened.
Yeah.
I've got a few... Actually, I'll ask a few more things and then we finish it off. But what teammate do you reckon thinks or deserves more credit than what they get? Because I'd say you're very underrated and I'd say there's a lot of players that are like that. Who would you say...
That's a good one.
In Geelong that deserve more credit?
I feel like Blitz gets a lot of credit.
Versatility.
But he is... Like, when he's finished, hopefully he keeps going for another couple of years, but it's hard to replace someone like that.
Well, you were talking beforehand about the athleticism of him, like how quick he is. He can
It's just like...
run.
If there's an issue, you put Blitz there.
Yeah. It is. Yeah, they had a stat how like he's played so much... Like so evenly across everywhere.
Yeah. Yep. So, I know he does get a lot of praise now, but he's going to be one that's super hard to replace. Another one, probably go with like your Tommy Atkins.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, he's kind of like your meat and potatoes at times. Like he's not a flashy player by any stretch, but like he just does the basics so well, tackles well, like stuff that doesn't really get rewarded as much, but the team, the team just needs it. So he's probably one for me that in saying that, he does get some recognition, but probably not enough.
Yep.
Yeah.
What about the favourite teammate you run out with?
Probably Blitz.
Blitz?
Yeah, drafted with him, so...
Yep. You've known each other for a while, obviously.
Yeah.
What does Blitz do that you love?
Probably just his energy. He's a bubbly person. He's always like, how do we get better? How do we fix this? What do we need to fix? How do we fix it? He's want and will to improve.
Yeah.
And if his job was to sit in the pine and not even be on the ground, he would do that. So it doesn't matter the role, he just goes and does it to the best of his ability.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't quite nail it, he'll get to work and try and fix it.
Yeah, yep. And then obviously life away from footy. You got a coffee shop, don't you?
Yep.
Down at Moorabool. Betty's
on Moorabool Street.
Yeah, got to go down and get a coffee.
Yeah. I am biased, but I think it's the best in Geelong.
Yeah, I'll test it out. I'm not a massive coffee drinker, but I'll have one here and there kind of thing.
It's funny because the matcha is like going crazy. I don't really drink that, but we're getting smashed at times because we're in between the two Pilates studios, so they kind of roll in after their sessions and get a coffee and off they go. But it's
and you had some quality coffee art as well.
Going
on.
Yeah.
Are you there most days?
Oh no. So I'm the emergency. So when like they need someone and it works out that's a day off, or I can actually get in there, I'll jump in and jump on the machine and help out a bit.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a bit of fun. It's something completely different to footy. A good little interest outside, which is fun.
Yeah. Is that what else do you do away from footy?
I'm doing some renovations at the moment. So I've been flat out the last month and a bit just doing bits and pieces, but we're nearly finished. So I'm literally going to go home and do some flat pack kitchen work. So love me renovation stuff. Doing a bit of share trading stuff on the side as well, which I need to get stuck into a bit more. But yeah, those two and footy keep me busy.
Yeah, that's good. It says I usually do 10 questions, but I do 15 to end. First car, Jed?
It was a Ford Falcon.
Falcon.
Yep, second hand.
Toughest time in your life?
Toughest time. Footy related?
Just anything.
It's probably like around the selection stuff, not being in when I think I should be.
Yeah.
If
you weren't playing AFL, what would you be doing?
Or pole vaulter.
Oh, yeah, true. Funniest bloke at the club?
Blitz.
Worst spray you've ever heard?
Oh.
Not to you, or it could be to you, it could be to the
got
club.
One. I was driving with Cameron Eardley.
Yeah.
Matthew Knights was coaching the VFL. It was a final at Casey. This is the year we won the flag in the twos. Yeah. And he pulled his defenders in the back room at half time and just starts spraying everyone, like just as a group. And he turns to Cam Eardley and he goes, "If you give away one more free kick, I'll make sure you never play a game for this club again."
How many did he give away?
He gave away one.
Oh, it's tough.
It was a bad.
That's rough. It was
bad. It was like off the ball and they had a set shot.
Okay, and it was probably costly.
Yeah. But he walked in the next week and had the stats sheet printed off with one free against and goes, "Bucket, like, look, I only gave away one free." Cost you a goal. But yeah, Matty Knights was great because then he'd do that on the week and give you a good spray.
Yeah.
But then during the week, he'd wrap his arms around you and help you get better.
And did he take it well?
Yeah. Erds he could take the spray.
That's good.
Others couldn't. Like someone said that, probably these days. Like,
yeah, I know.
I'm not sure they'd be.
No, that's right. You get fired.
Yep.
Toughest opponent you've played on?
Eddie Betts is tough.
Ooh.
Eddie Ballantyne he was very tough too. Man, every team has a small forward that's bloody hard. Charlie Cameron, some of his stuff he does. So I can't give you one. Yeah, all of them.
A bit of lip. What's the best lip you've heard on field? Because the small forwards are very lippy.
Yeah.
Have you played on Tom Papley?
Yeah.
I feel like every time I see him, he's always
So I've never really
had an issue with
heard or.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
When he was playing North, I was seeing him. I was like, oh, jeez, I feel bad.
Yeah.
For all the.
No, I don't know. I try not to chirp too much or say much because I'm like, if that gets them going, like that's just worse for me.
Yeah, it's
I'd
true.
rather just beat them. Like I'll only say something if I'm just getting angry and getting beaten.
Yeah.
But Yeah, no, the Paps, I haven't experienced that.
Not too bad.
He's been fine when I've played on him.
Yeah, that's good. Best advice you've received?
Best advice I've received. It'd be from the old man, but it'd be like word for word. I can't remember. But it's just something about like.
I'll have to get him on. He can get out some wise words.
He'd probably say something completely different, but he was always just about. It's all, and even mum was big on just keep backing up, like, just keep and Joel Selwood, he was big on that too. It's just like just keep facing up, like just keep going. Like it sounds pretty basic, but no matter what's kind of happening, it's just like just keep stepping up.
Worst advice you've received?
Step back.
Yeah, that's right. Step back.
Yeah, Scotty's got heaps of little sayings that he says.
What's the best? Have you got one of your favourites? I've literally got a notes full of sayings that I've heard. Some of them are real good.
With Scotty though, he uses big words that.
He's intellectual. He's a smart man.
I gotta go and like Google some of the words he says. That's
get the dictionary. Yeah, that's right. He seems smart. Tell you what. Now this is important. This is really important. Footy player. Favourite vegetable?
Broccolini cooked in a bit of butter.
Broccolini. We've had broccoli a lot.
Because I love the steak and that just goes on the side.
How do you do your steak?
Medium well.
Medium well. Yep. And then do you put butter and rosemary
garlic
in the pan?
butter.
Yeah, goes well.
Yeah.
Is steak you go to kind of protein meat? Bit of meat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Favourite animal?
Dog.
Favourite colour?
Blue.
Going out for dinner, what cuisine and what are we ordering?
Steakhouse.
Oh, yeah. Favourite sport to watch?
Ooh. Live.
Huh?
Bit different.
Yeah.
Because like ice hockey, I've been over to the States and watching that live, I was surprised.
They do some really weird stretches on the floor.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Do you know what the go is?
No. I'm guessing it's to loosen the hips up.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's interesting.
Yeah, I've seen a couple. I went over to Canada a couple of years ago now and watched them, and they're just crazy.
Yeah. Do you watch like a lot of footy games throughout the week, or you kind of
have it on in the background?
Yeah, but not like enoughy.
Nah. But it I'll just sit down if it's a good game.
Yeah,
it's even better. And if it's like not even a Geelong one, it's perfect because I've got I don't really care. I just enjoy watching it.
Yeah.
But yeah, a bit of cricket in the summer.
Yeah, I was going to say a bit of cricket. Yeah.
Yep.
What is success to you?
Probably just being happy with whatever. Yeah, that's the biggest one for me.
Yeah, that's good. And where can people find you, mate? Where can people find your coffee on social media or whatever? Do you have an Instagram?
Yeah, my Instagram's I think it's just Jed Bews.
Yeah.
But the Betty's.
Is Betty's?
Betty's Geelong.
Betty's Geelong.
I should know this. Yeah, they're actually, the other owners love doing the TikToks and stuff like that, and I just jump in every now and then to do some funny ones. So there is actually some good content.
You'll be able to see Bewsy on the socials doing some dances. Yeah. Perfect. Thanks, mate. Thanks heaps for jumping on. Perfect chat. Thank you a lot.
Thanks for having me.
And wish you best of luck, mate.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thanks, mate. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Noah Jones Show. If you enjoyed today's conversation, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and follow along for more amazing stories. See you next time.